All right, let's get started. Today, Mikey, our families and I are going to the same place. After all, a tunnel to the sun has opened in our village.
Yes, this tunnel is really huge and long, but there is some strange portal at the entrance.
It seems to me that it won't be very safe to approach it, but what if there is something useful there and we can find out where this thing came from?
Or it's a portal that summons solar monsters. Anything is possible. You and I should definitely check it out.
This portal literally has no end and no edge. If some threat can really come from there, then we will have to stop it at any cost.
I am absolutely sure that something is definitely wrong with this tunnel, so we need to be prepared for the worst. Or go inside and check what is going on there.
Mikey, it looks like we have no other choice. We need to jump inside this tunnel. We need to find out if it's safe or dangerous.
Yoo-hoo! Adventure time! Our family will come with us too! I hope they can help us this time.
Okay, if we do it carefully, then I don't mind taking my family. But for some reason, I think it won't be that simple and easy.
JJ, it's much worse than I thought. It looks like our families have teleported to another place. Look, there's a picture of our family on the wall. They're probably already in prison somewhere.
That's too bad, Mikey, because we need to get our family out as soon as possible and find out what's going on here and what this place is all about. There's a book here that will help us learn a little about this place and what we need to do. It could be really important information for us.
Come on, read it as quickly as you can and let's find out what this place is. I can't wait to go through this whole ordeal and save our family from danger.
Mikey, we're trapped with our families. To save them, we need to pass a test. Maybe we'll have to fight the main boss at the end.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to take on all these tests. Just be careful, because there's lava and fire rocks everywhere.
It's really going to be easy for now. The first test is definitely parkour. We can get through it pretty quickly. If they've already captured our families, then we have to save them all and get them out of this trap, because it's only because of us that they got here.
I completely understand that, and I assure you that we can go through all the traps and all the problems. It's really going to be really cool, and I hope we have the strength and time for it. Oh, JJ, there's no lava here at all. These are just blocks you can walk on. It turns out the first test is pretty easy.
Surprisingly, you're right. There's even a ladder we can cut through and get to the very end. Most likely, this test was impossible to pass. In any case, we have to win this battle and prove to everyone that we're not to be trifled with, that we're capable of destroying any monster and passing any test that exists.
Yes, I've already noticed that. At the very end, it really won't be possible to jump. So we'll have to be scared that we've fallen into lava. But in fact, everything is safe here. That's why we'll be able to pass the first test and really get to the next one. It will be a really tough fight, but we have to pass it.
They're just joking with us and want to have fun, but let's see how much fun they'll have when we get to them. It will be a real fight for them.
I want to get to the very end, but how do we do that? Apparently, we'll have to destroy something here to open the door.
Most likely, we'll need to use a pickaxe to find a chest somewhere in this floor, or somewhere else. Most likely, there will be the necessary tool there to remove all these blocks from the door.
Then you dig the blocks, and I will just watch carefully. Our task is really to try to find something that we can open the door with. This is very important. After all, if we do not hurry, we do not even know what they can do to our family. We must get to them as quickly as possible and defeat all the monsters.
I completely agree with you on this. We cannot just leave them like this. That is why we will definitely get to the very end and destroy everyone who is against us. Great! We found the right tool to go further. Now we need to use it to break the lava blocks on the lock.
We also got part of the lava boots and the entire lava set, so the further we go, the more armor we get, right?
100%! Now let's break all these blocks as quickly as possible and move on, because I'm more than sure that there will be a lot of tests.
We have to sort this out as quickly as possible and get them out of there. That will really be our goal for all these tests. We can't let them get hurt because we came to check this portal. These monsters will really pay for taking our families away from us.
There's a little bit left and we can go further. We just need to remove these lava blocks and then go and take the next test.
Wow! You decided not to just break the lava blocks, but to break the door. I like this approach much more. At least we won't lose much time.
Great, we were able to pass the first test, but no. The second test is a labyrinth. I don't like them.
It's okay. We can definitely get through it quickly and get to our family. It's just that to pass it, you need to stick to one side and go to the very end. This way you can really get where you need to go. There definitely aren't that many tests left until the very end, and you and I can handle them all.
I really hope so, because if it's different, I'll be incredibly angry. I want to defeat this boss and meet my family.
They're not in any danger yet. That's why we can definitely handle everything and defeat them. The most important thing is, of course, to finish the job and pass their not-so-difficult tests.
The further we go, the harder it will be, Mikey. They are preparing for us not to be able to pass, and they will be able to win. That is why we need to show a good result.
They are just laughing at us. This is not an indicator of strength. We are much stronger than them because we are the ones going and attacking them.
That is indeed your truth, but finding a way out of here is really very difficult. It must take a really long time before we can move on.
Don't worry so much. We will definitely be able to reach the end of the labyrinth and find those who kidnapped our family. We will have to stop everyone and destroy them.
I leave blocks behind me so that you can find me and not get lost. Mikey, I still managed to find a way out of this labyrinth. Run here as fast as you can. We are moving on.
See? Everything turned out to be much easier than you thought. You really managed to find this exit, and even more so another piece of armor. The set will be coming very soon.
Friends, the next test is apparently mathematics. We must solve the tasks and then we will move on.
Oh, I understand something about this. There are quite simple examples here. 2 plus 5. Literally anyone can solve this.
When Mikey says that, I get scared because it seems to me that he doesn't know the right answer. That's why there will be a trap waiting for us behind this door.
Of course it will be 4. I hope that our friends answered the same way. So let's go and check this door. Wait, there are spikes?
Mikey, because you did not answer very correctly. 2 plus 5, that is 7. I am really scared how we will get through all this.
Of course I knew that it would be 7. I just decided to check what would happen if we did not answer very correctly. So I have already understood everything and will be more serious.
I really hope that this was only once, because if you constantly make mistakes, you and I will definitely not be able to get very far. We must get it together and see it through to the end.
Well, 4 plus 8, that's of course 5. I'm absolutely sure of that. Wait, but why are there spikes here? Maybe the test creator made a mistake again?
Mikey, do you really have such easy problems with math? If so, then I'm really sorry, because I thought you'd be much smarter.
It's just that I haven't done all this for a long time. I can only count cookies. I don't need anything else. This is for some really smart people.
Well, that's why you couldn't pass such an easy test. If you were here alone, you would definitely break all your lava armor on the spikes.
If you want, go the way you know how. I'll go there the way I think is right. So we'll see if I can get to the very end or not. I'm interested myself.
Of course you can get there. It's not that hard. The hardest thing is not to break the armor, because it really won't make things any easier for anyone. We'll need this armor to fight the boss.
I won't need armor. I'll have enough dangerous weapons that will do a lot of damage, because I'm really ready to destroy them all.
The faster we pass all these tests, the faster we can go home and of course rest. This is much more important now. Here, the tasks are much more difficult. That's why I'll go through them myself instead of Mikey, because he constantly leads us somewhere into the thorns and it's terrible, friends.
Our friends are definitely not like that. They would definitely be able to pass all these tests without any problems and, of course, prove that all this is possible, and this is important. In any case, we will go further.
Yes, because this is already the end. We passed the test and there is only one chest left. Apparently, there will be armor and weapons there. We've wanted to fight them for a long time.
Let's put all this on and show these monsters that it's better not to mess with us. We will definitely have to destroy each of them and close this tunnel forever.
You're right, Mikey. We have to close it so that no one else comes out of it into our village.
I completely agree with you. The faster we do all this, the better. Let's attack these monsters and destroy them.
Mikey, look, there's a really huge sphere in the center. Most likely there's the main boss there, so be very careful. I hope we do this quickly and each of them gets what they deserve. We must return our families home safe and sound.
They will pay for deciding to open a portal here and attack our village, but there really are a lot of them here. I will distract them little by little.
My task is to find the main boss and destroy him. Then we can deal with all the others. This is the only way we can win.
I completely agree. We really have to give it our all now to defeat our enemies. They will not let us win the battle so easily.
I am giving it my all. There really are a lot of them here, and we will not have enough strength to defeat them all at once. We will need several tries and times. I hope we do this quickly and each of them gets what they deserve. We must return our families home safe and sound. Our families are very close and they need our salvation, so let's try to give it our all and do it.
They want to defeat us with numbers, but we haven't been afraid of that for a long time. Even though there are 2 of us, our strength is much greater than that of simple monsters.
Mikey is right. We are the strongest in the whole world, and no one will be able to stand against us. We really have to gather all our strength and strike at them.
If we do that, then our victory is only a matter of time. We'll definitely be able to save our village and the whole world from these fire monsters.
I want to see this through to the end and do everything possible to win. This is really important to us. After all, we've spent a lot of effort on all of this. Did we go through all these tests for nothing? It seems to me that everything turned out much better than I thought.
But our victory will definitely happen, and we just need to make an effort to make it happen as quickly as possible. I won't be able to hold out for much longer than that, and I'll probably get tired. Of course, I don't really want to give up, but I also don't really want to just get tired, because then I want to have fun and celebrate our victory. It will be really huge.
Mikey, we've almost won, so you don't have to worry. As soon as we destroy the last one, we can take all the powers from the sphere and become stronger ourselves.
Yoo-hoo, friends! We finally did it! We were able to defeat all the monsters, and now we can take the power. Then we'll immediately run to save our families.
They're no longer in any danger, so we can just test our powers and understand how they work. This will just be an additional bonus to the entire walkthrough.
There are some artifacts in the sphere here. That's why we'll need to test them all, and of course, finish the job. This is much more important now.
It must be some kind of divine power. We'll be able to use fire spells and even a sunbeam. It'll do a lot of damage, I think.
Now that we've defeated everyone and gained superpowers, we need to save our families and get them out of prison.
We need to get them out of this portal and really try to close it. We definitely don't need to keep it open here. This place is too dangerous. After all, we haven't destroyed the main block. That's why more monsters might appear. It could be much more dangerous.
That's why we need to get our families out of here as quickly as possible and close this tunnel. The villagers will only thank us for helping them so much.
I more than agree with that, because we need to make sure that no one else gets out of it and tries to take over the village. That's why we need to build up the main entrance.
As soon as we do that, we can immediately go celebrate our victory, because it was a really tough test for us. But together, we were able to win and get to the very end. Although it wasn't easy, we did it and proved to everyone again that we are the best.
In any case, at least there will be something to remember. That's why we were able to effectively go through all of this. Now our task is to close and build.
As soon as we finish all of this, we will definitely go eat cookies, because I want something sweet, relax, and watch cartoons.
Yes, of course we will. No one will mind if we relax like this. After all, we have already done a lot of work for today.
The more we do, the safer this tunnel will be. We need to build everything out of obsidian so that they can't break it so easily.
Of course, I wanted to use bedrock, but we simply won't be able to get it, let alone build a wall. It's simply impossible. That's why we're going to do all this now and see it through to the end. I'm really interested in how we can improve our lives.
We can defeat all the monsters and keep the village safe. That's really the most important thing we have to do until the very end and complete such a task. Do you understand?
I understand everything perfectly. We really should solve everything as quickly as possible and bring it to the very end. It's much easier. Then we'll go celebrate our victory. But this portal is huge and it requires a lot of obsidian. I'm afraid we won't have enough.
You don't have to worry. The villagers gave me a lot of obsidian, so building a huge gate won't be a big problem. We'll close this tunnel to the sun once and for all and forget about it, because no one should know what was there and what kind of monsters were there. This is important.
I completely agree with you here. I hope that we defeated them all and they won't come back to take revenge on us or anything. We have to finish with them.
The sooner we do all this, the better. I want to go rest already, because the test was really difficult and we tried hard because of it.
The faster we do all this, the better it will be. I want to overcome all the difficulties and of course win. That's the most important thing.
We received a special power that will only make us stronger. So if we need to fight them, we will already have a new weapon that will be effective against them.
Yes, this is a really strong weapon. This weapon is the power of the sun. We will definitely be able to destroy and burn anyone who will be against us. We need to remember this once and for all. Yoo-hoo, friends, we really did it. We were able to build an obsidian gate and close the tunnel to the sun. Now no one will be able to get inside our village and attack it.
I think we need to get rid of everything we got there. We don't need all these lava things anymore. We already have the power of the sun.
Then let's return everything we took. Since we don't need it, we can just live without it. Get your things back. We definitely don't need them.
Phew, that was a really tough challenge, but we did it. We were able to get through everything. The maze, the parkour, the traps, and of course the math.
You especially helped with the last one. Let's have fun. You'll learn to count correctly because that's just awful, Mikey. Our whole family will laugh at you.
Hey, you didn't even hand in everything in that tunnel. You still have fire swords. But you know, I'd rather destroy them all and forget about it. No studying. We immediately say goodbye to our friends, go watch cartoons and eat cookies. That's our #1 task right now.
Okay, friends, Mikey's right. We're going to celebrate the victory. That's why we're saying goodbye to you. See you very soon, and bye, everyone.